Just energy practice the last couple of days. Good, bad? How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I think we responded today. Yesterday's practice was kind of just workmanship a little bit. Today was a little bit better. Obviously, a lot of compete things on Wednesday. Defense kind of took the day, but at the end of the day, it was really good and feeling good about our week of preparation so far.
You've kind of hit that football weather type of year I know you love. Yeah. Obviously, it's going to be a little different in San Diego. Is that something you guys have to mentally prepare for a little bit?
What's that?
Just the change in the weather going from now about 40 to about 70.
Yeah, that's okay. That's good for us. Yeah, we'll be in the Taylor Sports Complex tomorrow, just having a really clean Thursday. I don't know what they keep the heat at in there, but it'll be about the same. Get a little sweat going, make sure everything's clean, take off all the sleeves and the sweatpants. So we always do, enough stuff to make sure that we're clean, and that'll be tomorrow.
I want to ask you about the cornerbacks, Steve, Jamori, and Ethan. I think it was this past weekend. Steve and Ethan gave up like one total catch.
Yeah.
Can you just talk about the way that you've seen them develop to maybe, don't want to throw around the word lockdown, but it seems like they're kind of trending that way in the last few weeks.
Yeah, I mean, Hawaii didn't even test them at all. It's one of those things when you look all the way back to like last spring when I get these questions, who's playing corner? How are you going to replace Cam and Shaw? How are you going to do all these things? Well, these guys have been here. They've been working their tail off, and I think that's the art of development. And to see them get it all the way to the field, a young guy like Ethan O'Connor to play the way he is, Steve to lead that group, they've been great. And we'll have to put them on that island again this week and accept that challenge. So their mentality has been really awesome, and Coach AB has done a really good job.
And then want to ask kind of about the young offensive lineman. I know you've talked about Xavier Thorpe a lot, but what have you kind of seen in the way the depth has developed behind the starting five right now, and then even down to the young guys, Thorpe, Leno, Osmus, et cetera?
I mean, it's just been really good. I mean, to see our second O-line go in there on Saturday and run out 7 minutes on the clock. Austin Lawrence, now that we moved him to tackle, is a way more natural position. Johnny Lester, Ashton Tripp, Noah Dunham, I believe, has a high ceiling. Landon Roten. Heck, if we weren't as deep as we were, I mean, he'd probably be competing in a lot of teams for starting roles. It's just been awesome to see. Carson Osmus, is getting better every day. It's just been fun to see the growth and development of these guys. Luke Roten, I mean, even though he's down on scouts, I just feel really comfortable with what he's capable of doing. So, obviously, especially next year, we're going to have like 8 seniors. I mean, we've worked really hard, and the depth of that group is really established, and it's fun to watch.
I think you mentioned Ansel and Parker and Keith the other day. Those guys kind of getting in. With Parker and Ansel, Parker and Keith and linebacker, what have they done to kind of earn the opportunity and kind of get in there more?
Well, I think it's just an acknowledgement that we can't just play 2 guys. And, when you go saying, hey, you guys are going to get 15 to 20 reps a game, they've come out here and practice and earned their way, and then you got to do it on game day too. So I think early on, 2 new players to our system, they were just a little hesitant at first. And I think now you're finally seeing them cutting it loose. And, KB has really shown a knack for pass rush. And, Parker has always been that physical presence. And I think that's what you saw last Saturday. So had a couple of talks with both of them. Stay the course. Keep going. We're going to need you. And they've been ready for their opportunity.
And that's also given KT a few less snaps. Is that going to keep him a little bit more fresh?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the way it is. I mean, KT feels like he's 27 years old, even though he's not. But he's involved in a lot of special teams. All 3 of those guys are, and we're going to need every one of them down the stretch.
You said Wayshawn was not 100%. Is he good to go for San Diego?
Yeah, I feel like just his mind frame, his mindset has been better this week of practice, and we're going to need him to be explosive. Just like we need Leo, and Javinsky keeps pushing and pressing. I thought he was really good at the end of that game, running and being physical. So it's got to stay competitive. I don't want anyone to feel too comfortable in that room, Wayshawn included. So you got to come out here and practice and make sure you're delivering in the game.
This question comes from Sam, who's not able to make it today. He wants to ask about the nickel boat challenge from the rewind video that you guys did. What was that all about, and how'd you get that idea?
Well, it's just one of those things. Every Friday night, a core value of ours is competition. So a couple weeks ago, we played The Floor, a game show. We played Gestures. We played Pictionary. This one was a little building challenge to get everyone involved, and no shocker, Brogdon built like a freaking barge loader that wouldn't sink, so his team won. That means our education here in the engineering department is fantastic. He was talking to me after about the buoyancy of how he created that, which is way above my pay grade. But it's just fun things to do, different things to watch these guys compete. And Friday night we like to relax a little bit, even though we're preparing, and just put these guys in different situations, so it's been fun.
Who was on Brock's team?
Oh, man, it was like Kyle Williams and Warren Smith and a couple other guys that just were there supporting them, right? Tape. Yeah, got tape. Hey, I need this. Cut scissors. Yep. He was like the surgeon, and just it was amazing and fun thing to watch. All right, guys, go Cougs.